Hello friends, myself Poonam Gandhi, Assistant Professor, Department of Electronics, ASC College Chopra. Today's lecture we have to study Programmable Interface IC 8255. This IC is called as the Programmable Interface IC because by using that IC we have to connect input and output device to the microprocessor. For example, we have to connect the keyboard or the printer to the processor. It not directly connected. This IC 8255 plays very important role to connect the IO device to the microprocessor. Then its basic feature we have to see. It is a programmable device. It has 24 IO programmable pins like port A, port B, port C. It has 24 IO pins which may be programmed individually into two groups of 12 and can be used in a 3 modes of operation. It is also TTL compatible, and the last feature is that it improves the DC driving capability. Then we have to focusing the functioning of the main pins of 8255. That is, the first pin is a data bus. This is a D0 to D7. These are the 8-bit bidirectional buses to connect the microprocessor for data transferring. Then next pins, that is the chip select, read and the write. This all three is the active low pins. That is, the chip select pin is to enable or disable the 8255, read signal to read operation and the write signal for the write operation. Then next pin is the address pin, that is A0 to A1. This pin is mainly used to select the port. According to the 0 or 1 condition present on this pin, the port is selecting. Then next pin is a reset pin. By using this pin, you have to reset the device. That means clear to control the register. Then another pin is PA0 to PA7, PB0 to PB7 and PC0 to PC7. These pins are related to the ports. It is a 8-bit bidirectional input-output pins used to send and data to the peripheral or to receive a data from the peripheral. That is, a port C is divided into the two groups, that is a PC0 to PC3, that is a lower group, and PC4 to PC7, that is a higher group, and these two groups working in separately using these 4 data lines. This is a functional block diagram of 8255. It shows the internal architecture of 8255. It mainly consisting of the 4 blocks. That is, the first block is a data bus buffer, second block is a read-write control logic, next block is a group A control, and the last block is group B control. Then we have to see the detailed functioning of each block. That is, the first block is a data bus buffer. This consists of 8-bit bidirectional buffer bus and it is used to interface 8255 with the processor. Through this bus, 8-bit data can be transmitted or received through one of the 3 ports. For this, we have to use an in and out instruction. The control word and the status information can also be transferred through this bus. The internal data bus D0 to D7 is connected internally to this block. Then next block is a read-write control logic. That is, a read-write control logic is used to manage all of the internal transfers of data. It also manages the transfer of control and status word. It accepts the control word and issue the command to both the groups A and B. This block connecting many control signal just like RD bar, WR bar, that is a read and the write. That is, the next pin is a A0 and A1. A0, A1 is used to selecting the ports. Reset pin is used to reset the devices, and the chip select to enable or disable the 8255. That is the next block. That is, the next block is a group A and group B control. Each of this control block, that is A and B, accept the command from read-write control logic and issue the proper command to its associated ports. Then port A, B and C. That is, a group A control is connected to group port A and port C, that is the PC7 to PC4 upper. Then group B is send the control signal to port B and port C lower, that is a PC3 to PC0. Then that is a port A. This is a 8-bit buffer input output latch. It can be programmed in mode 0, mode 1 and mode 2. Then next port is a port B. This is also a 8-bit input output latch, but it is programmed in mode 0 and mode 1 only. That is the next port is a port C. It is divided into the two parts. It is also a 8-bit unlatched buffer input output latch. It can be programmed by bit set reset mode operation. Then we have to see the operating mode of 8255. It having a two basic mode for the operation, that is a bit set reset mode, and that is the next is a input output mode. The bit set reset mode, in this mode only port C can be set or reset by sending out instruction to the control register. The IO mode, that is the input output mode, is divided into the three modes, that is a mode 0, mode 1 and mode 2. First of all, we see the mode 0. That is a mode 0 is a basic IO mode in which all ports can be initialized as input and output port. The feature of this port is the outputs are latched, inputs are buffered, not latched, and ports do not have handshake or interrupt capability. The next mode is a mode 1. This is a strobe IO mode in which port A and port B can be initialized as a IO mode, that is a input output port. However, port C is used to provide only a handshaking signal. The handshaking signals is used to transfer a data between whose data transfer is not safe. So this is a block diagram, or this is a diagram for the description of this mode. That is, the data is transferred in between the computer and the printer. The speed of the computer and the printer is not matched. At that condition, computer send the command to the printer, but printer is not match the speed to the computer. In that condition, computer sending the handshake signal to the printer, and when printer is ready for transferring the data, then it send a copy of the data to the computer. So handshaking, without handshaking signal, there is no data transfer take place in between computer and the printer, because the speed of the both devices is not matched. Then next mode is a mode 2. That is a mode 2. This is a bidirectional bus mode in which only port A can be initialized. In this mode, port A can be used for bidirectional data transfer. Then the feature of this mode is port A is working as a 8-bit bidirectional. That is a lower port of the port C, PC3 to PC7 is used for handshaking purpose. The data is sent by CPU through this port when the peripheral requests it. Then we have to see the control word format. When the 8255 is operating in the input mode, when reset is high, at that condition all the pins, that is a total 24 pins of all the ports, can be work as a input mode. In this condition, all the flip-flops are cleared and the interrupts are reset. This condition is maintained even after reset goes low. This can be avoided by writing signal control word to the control register when it is required. Then we have to see the detail how the 825 working in the bit set reset mode. This is a format of the control word register when it is work in the bit set reset mode. That is a control word register. It is a 8-bit in which D0 bit is reserved for the set and reset operation. When it is 1, this is a bit is set. When it is 0, then bit is reset. Then D1, D2 and D3, it is useful for the bit selection. And that is the last bit, that is a D7 bit. It is a always 0 for the active purpose of bit set reset mode. Then that is the next mode is the input output mode of 8255. This is again a word format. It is also a 8-bit data. That is a D0 bit, D1 bit and D2 bit is reserved for the group B, and D3, D4 and D5, D6 is reserved for group A, and D7 bit is reserved for the mode set flag. So first of all we have to see D0, D1, D2 bit, D10. When the D0 is 1, then port C lower is work as a input mode or the input port, and when it is 0, then port C lower is work as a output port. Then that is the next bit, that is a D1 bit. When it is 1, again same, port B work as a input port, and when it is 0, then port B work as a output port. And D2 give the information regarding the mode. We previously discussed that 8255 is work in the 3 mode, mode 0, mode 1 and mode 2. D2 bit give the information regarding the mode. When it is 0, then mode 0 mode. When it is 1, then mode 1 mode. Then that is the next bit, D3. D3 give the information regarding port C upper. When it is 1, port C upper work as an input port. When it is 0, port C upper work as an output port. Then that is the next bit is a D4 bit. Again, when it is 1, then port A work as an input port. When it is 0, then port A is work as an output port. And that is a D5 and D6 together give the information regarding the mode selection. When both are the 0, 0, then mode 0. When it is 0 and 1, then mode 1. And when it is a 1, 0 or 1, then mode 2. So in this way, we have to give the input-output mode format of 8255. Then this slide gives the detailed information regarding the input-output mode of 8255 and the control word format. Then that is a last bit is a D7 bit. It is useful for specifying whether word loaded in 2-bit set and reset mode or mode definition word. When bit D7 is 1, then mode definition mode, and when D7 is 0, then bit set reset mode. So in this way, in this lecture, we have to see the detailed information regarding the block diagram and the 8255 operating modes. I think we have to all know the 8255 programmable peripheral interface IC well known. Thank you.